Today, we're talking about product photography backgrounds, but not just product photography. These would be great for food photography as well. They're artistic, they're trendy, they're very cool. And the best part, they're inexpensive, they're budget, they are cheap friendly. You can create images like this in no time, fairly cheaply. Let me show you how. Well, here's a little setup I've got going on. If you're new to the channel, my name's Michael. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe so you're aware when I post new videos like this. That out of the way, let's get into this. This is simply a paper background. They come in tubes. You can get them from any of the hobby. Look at that. Comes in various colors. I always have a bunch of them within the studio. They create great backgrounds. So let's get that one out of the way. So I simply have this hung up, and it is on a C-stand boom arm. And I just have some clamps to hold it in place and to drape it down. My background, this is just kind of a support board for what we're going to be using, which is giant size construction paper, or as some people call it, Bristol board. It comes in a multitude of colors. And we're talking some intense colors. So I picked up a few to play with. The one we're going to play with today, right now, is the blue one. Let me just set them out of the way. Now, to get that kind of artistic, trendy type look, what do? We just line this up onto the corner, and then we take our table and point the 45 to the back like that. So we're getting a two-tone blue look. Our product, let me go grab that, as you kind of saw, is this one here. We're just going to put it, and we put it a little bit off-centered. That way we've got the V part showing, and it creates a very cool artistic angular type look. Check out the image. That looks awesome. Very easy to do. Couple of bucks. Now we can change this up. How? Let's put this on a bit of an angle. Now take our table on a bit of an angle. So we're kind of doing this. That's a cool part with a boom arm, because I can just slide this around. Now we got like two parallel lines going like this. We simply move our product into here, and I'm shooting on an angle like that. Check out the photo. Another cool effect, and I just simply changed up how this was. I can simply slide back in, boom, the original setup in place. Now, if you want this nice, crisp, tight edges and not blurred, then keep your product closer to the background, use a higher f-stop, and you will get more in focus. Now, my background is a brand new one. Unfortunately, it's got a bit of a wrinkling to it, but hanging in time will actually help pull that out, and you can put a slight blur on it in Photoshop. Handy little tip for you. That's it to the first one. How easy is that? Let me change this up now, so give me a second, and I'll show you another example of how we can do it and make it really artistic. Hang on while I do this. There's a quick little setup. I just kind of sped all that through for you. So all we're going to do now is the same thing, but we got some really cool colors happening now. So I take this, I turn this onto that bit of a 45-degree angle. Look at the contrast in color. Check out the photo. That looks awesome. That is bold. That is beautiful. That is artistic. We can change this up again further by doing kind of what we had already done. I can put this on a 45 to it. I can shoot it straight on like this as well. Check it out, straight on like that. That is awesome. You want to get more artistic. Let's try and mix colors. Now I will say, when we're talking about colors, play with the color wheel. Have a look at the color wheel, get to understand it. Complementary, tertiary, all the different terminologies, and all the way the colors work against each other and with each other, and that'll greatly help you out when you're starting to play with these artistic colors. But this is kind of a pinkish rose color. So if I take this and move my oranges and make it so that these points are like that, lay that down, slide that in, slide that over, and I can turn this way with it to create that artistic, cool look. Move my, I need a way greater bend to make it even cooler. Kind of like this. Put them like that. Finicky little job. But you're getting the idea? Check out the photo. That is artistic. We're mixing and matching. These are a couple of bucks from the dollar store. You can get bigger ones and stiffer ones from, say, Hobby Lobby or some of the other craft stores, but a couple of bucks. And you can see what we're doing. These are about $5 a roll, up to about 10. Again, dollar store, Hobby Lobby. That's it to create some trendy, artistic pieces that are bold and brilliant. Great portfolio piece, great for your artistic desires to make this something outstanding and something different than anybody else is doing versus your standard on white or simple backgrounds or settings. These are more artistic. And that's what this was about. And again, this channel is about doing things on a budget. And with the equipment you have, a couple of clamps, some paper, some cardboard, we have a very cool looking artistic piece. What do you think? Let me know down below. Well, I think that's very cool and very trendy. So again, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you're aware when I post new videos like this. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. So until the next time.